Hello, this is my English persuasive essay speech. The information that I found from the Time article online was about why college athletes shouldn't be paid. Based on the article that I read, I don't totally agree with the information from this article about college athletes not being paid. The reason why college athletes are not being paid, the reason why I disagree is that it's unfair to those hardworking athletes out there, and I feel like they are being cheated out of their success without pay. The title of this article is moneytime.com. The article of this the author of this article is John R. Thielen. This article was previously published back in March 1st, 2016. It's unfair to those men and women athletes that are very super talented in playing basketball and football, which are two of the most big time sports of all time. I also disagree with the opinions from the article itself on what the money is going towards and being used for instead of going to the athletes. Based on this article, it believes that the money that is being made in the sports should be going to the universities, televisions, commercials, and the coaches. I also am against that the fact that most student athletes that are attending these very big, expensive schools and playing for these schools such as Stanford, Duke, Northwestern, and the University of Southern California. I believe that athletes should at least be getting paid or have some sort of their tuition paid towards since they are playing a sport. I think that college athletes that are playing for these big time expensive schools should be getting paid because of high tuition, and two, students need money in general. If they don't have the money, they will not be able to continue to play. Also, from the article, it states that the athletes who got scholarships for full rides wouldn't need money anyway to play for their university. I feel like that is odd because because the athletes will run out of money eventually and will need extra money to do other things such as getting supplies, equipment, and sports gear. I honestly don't think that it's fair to not give a piece of that money to athletes because they are putting their lives on the line and working so hard to the point where they are being taken advantage of. I believe that based on the information from the article site, I believe that university sports teams don't care if the students get paid or not. They only care about their jobs and getting paid for doing what they're doing, which is being a coach and referees, etc. To me, honestly, I think that this article is biased. The reason why is because it's showing prejudice towards against a group and just not one person, but more of a way to be considered unfair. I believe what the author was trying to point out in the article was that it's more than that. It's more than the money that's being made in the industry of sports shouldn't go to athletes because they are not professional and it's not their job to be paid for being paid just being paid for playing a particular sport at a university. I don't agree with what the article is saying, and I don't agree how this is because I personally believe that athletes should be getting paid even if they're not on a high level or etc etc. I feel like it's I feel like that's a waste of time and money to other unnecessary things such as sports networks and TV commercials. I feel like that the money is being made in the sports industry is not being put towards college athletes enough. The reason why is because they feel like it's more other important things than money and should be going towards other things and not the athletes, which I feel like is unfair, and I feel like they have been taken advantage of in men and women's athletes for a long time.